Hi, welcome to Bible Doubter, where sincere doubters can come and perhaps gain a little bit more insight. This is, even for the skeptic, for those who won't even consider the Bible as a reliable source, and then you're not really a skeptic. A skeptic has to consider. So if you're truly wanting to consider, but you've got doubts and reservations, this is the place to come. What I want to talk about today is Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah, other than its theological implications over homosexuality, which I'm just not going to get into at this particular time, it's about the story. It's in there. It's in the Bible, and many people doubt it. Was it real? Was it a real place? Or was it just invented to kind of scare the non-compliant into conformity? Because that's been the argument. And in fact, it has been the argument for eons. Because since the birth of archaeology, which still is a relatively young science in the grand picture of humanity's time on Earth, had found no evidence that Sodom and Gomorrah ever existed. And so it strained credibility for these kind of stories of sulfur raining down on cities, angels walking among men, Lot's wife turning to a pillar of salt when she turned around. Does sound a bit mythical. Does sound like the story has been blown up a bit. Until in 1968, I'm going to have to read a couple of my notes here. There was a discovery made, and these are titled the Elba tablets, discovered in 1968, and they found Genesis 14 is a table of nations naming cities that were not on the archaeological record. Bunches of them. And again, for a long time they were unsubstantiated, but in 68, the Elba tablets, again, Wikipedia that one, ELBA tablets, and many of the cities were found on these tablets, and they, for the first time, recorded as real history. Now, during the excavations, there were more than one season. In 74, 75, they found a whole section of tablets, thousands, about 17,000 tablets inscribed, cuneiform script, dating back to 2450 BC and 2350 BC. So they were quite ancient. And wouldn't you know, it was a trading document. It was a long list of trading documents, and these are all the cities that they did trade with. And way down the list, but certainly there, Sodom and Gomorrah were the first time mentioned in anything archaeological, anything ancient archaeology. In fact, the Bible refers to the 5 cities of the plain, Sodom and Gomorrah being 2 of them, but there were other 3 apparently smaller cities, but they were always known in the Bible as the 5 cities of the plain. And in fact, in the Elba tablets, it refers to them as the 5 cities of the plain. It uses the same phrase that the Bible has used for thousands of years. Also, it lists them, the 5 cities, in the same order that the Bible listed them. Ought to give one pause. What does it prove? Well, it simply proves that they existed. They were real cities. You have to take everything else by faith in terms, because it was, certainly miraculous things going on. But it does give one pause that for generations and centuries, it was not considered by some a reliable text, because these cities were not provable, but they became provable. Please, this is not to give proofs. It's just to give doubters something to consider concerning the Bible. Thanks for giving time to Bible Doubter.